Hi friends, I was going to sit on the ottoman to my chair, but as you can see, someone got to it first. I have a library haul. I have a library haul for readathons. Basically, I watched the collaboration video that Krista from Books and Jams did over on the Middle Grade March channel, and she had invited me to be a part of it, where booktubers recommended middle grade books that met the prompts. I will link that video below. When I was watching that video, I did have my library app open and ended up requesting several books that were recommended, as well as went down a bit of a rabbit hole, as I do when I go on my library apps. I love the library. I have 2 libraries. I kind of sit right on a county line. So I have one library in the county that I technically live in, and then I have one library in the county that I work in. So I can go to either. I also use Libby and Hoopla a lot for my audiobooks, which, as we know, I'm in my audiobook era right now. So this is going to be a mostly middle grade library haul based on that video. There are a couple of books that I got out that are for the Irish Readathon that I will share in another video, because I've had sort of some epiphanies, if you will, related to the Irish Readathon prompts, that I have more books that fit the prompts than I thought. So we'll also talk about that. So one of the first books that I already had reserved is Escape from Aleppo by N.H. Sunze. This is for Krista at Books and Jams, her Patreon book club read. This is about Nadia, who stands at the center of attention in her parents' elegant dining room. This is the best day of my life, she thinks. Everyone is about to sing happy birthday when her uncle calls from the living room. Baba, brothers, you need to see this. Reluctantly, Nadia follows her family into the other room. On TV, a reporter stands near an overturned vegetable cart on a dusty street. Beside it is a mound of smoldering ashes. The reporter explains that a vegetable vendor in the city of Tunis burned himself alive protesting corrupt government officials who have been harassing his business. Nadia frowns. It is December 17th, 2010, her 12th birthday, and the beginning of the Arab Spring. Soon, anti-government protests erupt across the Middle East, and one by one, countries are thrown into turmoil. And then it talks about the civil war in Syria. I also grabbed a book by an author that I have loved one of her books and not loved another of her books. So is this kind of the tiebreaker of, do I like this author, do I not like this author? So we're gonna see. This one I'm kind of skeptical of, wasn't really interested in it when I read the premise, but I kind of want to give her another try. So I got out Broken Dolls by Ali Melaneko. She wrote Ghost Girl, which I did not like, and then what was the other one she wrote that I did like? Disappearing House. I really did like Disappearing House. So Broken Dolls is, ever since Kay's grandfather died, she's been obsessed with counting things. The steps to her bedroom, the dolls on her sister's bed, even the threads of her favorite blanket. It's arithmomania. And with the selective mutism that sometimes prevents her from speaking, she literally can't find the words to talk about how she feels now that Grandpa is gone. When her family takes the summer to clean out and renovate his old house, Kay finds herself counting the days. That is until her younger sister Holly starts finding dolls. She finds them buried in the backyard, stuffed in the walls, crammed in the closets. From the first one, Kay knows they aren't like normal dolls. They smile at her like they know something, and sometimes their eyes open and close on their own. Kay hears her sister talking to them constantly, and she swears she's heard the dolls whisper back. Everyone assumes that Holly's just a kid with a good imagination. Kay doesn't think it's a game because she knows that Holly and the dolls are going to make her play with them forever. It sounds creepy, and Ali Malineko does have a little bit of the creepy vibes in her books. It's blurbed by Stephen King, so I'm cautiously optimistic that I'll like this. We'll see. I also got out, so this is an author that I've really wanted to read. I have at least one of her books, and this one, the cover, I just really liked it. And that is A Glimmer of Change by Elle McNichol. So I know Elle McNichol is a disabled writer, and my friend Emily over at Novell Novels, she really likes Elle McNichol, and I really need to get to reading her books. Everything that I've read about her, and even the synopses of the books, the one that I even own, sound great. So why not get to them this middle grade March? This is about Kitty Darrow has never been afraid of standing out. Her autism means she sees the world differently from others, but ever since Kitty and her twin sister Nina entered middle grade, not standing out seems to be the only thing that matters. And the more Nina tries to fit in, the less Kitty understands her, or their classmates, who become increasingly cruel to anyone who is different. Determined to stop the hurtful comments, Kitty launches an anti-bullying agency. But she'll have to be careful. It's a fine line between speaking up for what you believe in and becoming a bully yourself. So, I mean, the cover is very fun, and I really want to read Elle McNichol. I honestly can't remember the ones that were recommended. I think I only got one now that I'm looking at everything. I only got one because it's the one that stood out to me the most, and then I got it, and it stood out to me even more because it's really thick. It's very long. This is Echo by, I can't see because of the stickers, the library stickers. It is by Pam Munoz Ryan. Have I read her before? No, but I think I've heard of her. She's written a lot of great books that I've heard about. Echo was recommended in that video. And let's see what it's about. Lost and alone in a forbidden forest, Otto meets three mysterious sisters and suddenly finds himself entwined in a puzzling quest involving a prophecy, a promise, and a harmonica. Decades later, Friedrich in Germany, Mike in Pennsylvania, and Ivy in California each in turn become interwoven when the same harmonica lands in their lives. All the children face daunting challenges, rescuing a father, protecting a brother, and holding a family together. And ultimately pulled by the invisible thread of destiny, their suspenseful solo stories converge into an orchestral crescendo. I do remember this stuck out to me because I've heard a lot of great things about it, and also the sisters, when they talk about it at the beginning, the mysterious sisters. Sister stories are kind of a buzzword for me. So we'll see about this one. I'm not sure if I will have time to get to that one. And then a few others that I found while searching for books that were recommended on that Middle Grade March video. I found some authors that I have pretty sure I've read before, or at least heard great things about. This is Maybe Marisol Rainey by Aaron Estrada Kelly. I've heard of this series and I'm just curious, so I went and got the first one just to see if it's something that I would be interested in continuing. Renee Watson, I've read some of her, I want to say young adult. Yes, Some Places More Than Others. Nope, that's not the one I read. Or maybe that is one that I read. Yeah, I've read Some Places More Than Others. This is Ways to Make Sunshine. It's about Ryan Hart. Her name means king. And she's determined to keep growing into the name her parents gave her. Her dad has a new job, but money is tight, and so they're moving into a new to them but old house. And dad is working the night shift. With the 4th grade talent show coming up, Ryan wonders what talent she can perform on stage in front of everyone without freezing. As even more changes and challenges come her way, Ryan always finds a way forward and shows she's a girl who knows how to glow. And this is the first book in the series as well. So I'm just curious about some of the series that kids have available these days. So this is one I don't remember. It may have been recommended in that video, or I may have just found it as I went down that rabbit hole on the library recommendations. This is Wink by Rob Harrell, and it's about a boy who is diagnosed with a rare eye cancer, and he's suddenly the standout, quote, cancer kid of the 7th grade. Now he has to deal with eye goo, weird hats, and a squinty winking eye. And the hardest things of all, disappearing friends, bullies, and the threat of losing his eyesight or worse. It's based on Rob Harrell's real life experience and packed with comic panels and spot art. This is a heartbreaking and hilarious story of survival and finding the music, magic, and laughter in life's weirdness. I know I was interested in this because of the disability representation, so this is my library book haul stack for Middle Grade March. Do we think that I'll get all of these read? Do we think I'll get Echo read? I'm not really sure. I will also mention that the group read, just totally, I can see the cover and the title just totally blanked on me. Something about the man and the spies or something. Anyway, I'll put a picture here. I do have that available to me on audiobook, either through Libby or Hoopla Memory. Yeah. So let me know. Have you read any of these books? Are you participating in Middle Grade March? Have you gotten any great middle grade from the library, or just any great books from the library recently? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you're doing well. Hope your reading is going well, and I will see you soon. Bye.